Happy Friday, Mayor Dan Pope with a weekly update. We've had quite a week. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday nights of this week, we had budget workshops. I think we've got a good budget. I'll share more details in this upcoming weeks because I can, as it firms up a bit more, it'll be easier to do that. But some highlights of the budget I think that you'd want to hear today. First and foremost, it continues the direction that we've been going. That is fiscal discipline, paying cash as much as we can, taking care of what we already have. It's that, being good stewards while also embracing growth. Hardest part of the job. Got to sort of one foot on each side of the line, and then maybe finally and most importantly, public safety. We know that's important to you, and continuing to making sure that we fund that priority. So some highlights from the budget: 12 new police officers. So they'd be sworn, that's on the street type people. That would make 32 over the last 3 budgets, 10, and 12 this year. 3 new folks for Lubbock Fire and Rescue. $10 million in cash for street maintenance. So remember that 4 years ago, that was about $3.5 million in cash and some financed. Now it's all cash, and we continue to move that up. Last year it was 8.5, the year before 7. So $10 million in cash for street maintenance. Over 90% of the vehicles that we'll buy we'll pay cash for. The only ones that we'll finance will be big pieces of equipment that we'll keep for 15 or 20 years. Stormwater fees are going to go down about 17%. That's something we talked a little bit about earlier in the year and in a work session, and that is going to happen. That's a result of us paying down debt, so that impacts everybody. And then finally, we had promised in the end of 2017, when we approved the public safety project, we had promised that it was going to cost 3 cents on the property tax to fund that. Last year, we increased the property tax 1 penny. We had planned on increasing it 2 cents this year. There's good news here. It's only going to go up 1 penny. And that'll be it. There won't be one next year. So instead of 3 cents to do it, we can do it for 2 cents. The project remains the same. That's due to our growth. That's our community continues to grow. We're taking those growth dollars and investing those in building these police facilities, which I think is appropriate. Remember that's 3 substations: 1 south, 1 east, 1 northwest, a new administrative headquarters downtown, a new property warehouse, a new crime lab, and an updated facility for the municipal court. We'll start breaking ground on the first of those facilities this fall. It's about $60 million to do that entire project. Okay, more on the budget next week. If you have questions, please reach out to me on that. A couple other things that are worth mentioning. First, and most importantly maybe, is that LP&L announced another rate decrease. So we had one about 5 or 6 weeks ago. Now another one, passing through the lower costs that we see on fuel, and that's driven by natural gas prices, frankly. So that rate will be good for August and September. We'll probably reset that in the fall, but the good news about that's those are the two of the 3 highest months of use, electric use every year. So go back and read the details on that. It applies to everybody a little bit differently based upon your usage, but it's good news that rate has gone down. Okay, tonight, First Friday Art Trail. Always a great time, great weather for that. Show up, I think you'll have a big time. I hope you have a great weekend. Keep coming with the good ideas, the thoughts, and certainly the prayers. I'll talk to you next week.